two different reactions to making a mistake, to sinning, to maybe hurting someone's feelings, maybe falling into that same pattern again and again. What's the difference? One is self-blame. Self-blame is hard because it's identity-based. When we blame ourselves for things, that leads to a dead end road. It doesn't lead to healing or growth unless we make a detour out of it, but it creates thoughts like, what's wrong with me? I'll never change. I'll never be more than this. If you're finding yourself struggling with those thoughts, you are engaging in an unhealthy internal battle of self-blame. On the other hand, healthy self-responsibility allows you to take responsibility for your choices. It allows you to move forward. When you have a healthy sense of self-responsibility, you take ownership, absolutely, for the mistake you made or the sin that you did or the person that you hurt, but there's a path out. It's not a dead end. It's a path to change. It's a path to, I'm going to try again next time. It's a path that makes your choice not about your identity, but just your behavior, just the next thing that you're learning, the next thing that you're growing through. Sometimes it's hard because we all make mistakes. As the old commercial says, we all do dumb things, and that's true, but this pit of self-blame will take you down. It will not bring you to a good place. Healthy self-responsibility will. What are some of those steps that you can take if you've made a mistake and you want to have a healthy sense of self-responsibility? If you're a believer, you have access to forgiveness through Jesus Christ. And it says in 1 John 1, I think verse 9, that if you repent, if you ask God for forgiveness, he is faithful and just to forgive you and to wash it away. You start fresh. You don't have to carry shame. You don't have to carry regret, remorse, painful, gut-wrenching remorse. You can move forward. Now, sometimes there's still consequences, and sometimes we still have to maybe have some pain from what we did, but it's not torment. It is a way that we grow and that we learn. Another step that we take over here is we think about, okay, what was behind that choice? What brought me to a place where I keep making the same mistake, or I keep saying these words that I don't really mean, and I don't really want to hurt someone? As we explore that, we can get to the root. And as we get to the root, we're able to find some healing or find some truth, whatever is needed, and then maybe not make that mistake next time. Maybe we need to set some boundaries. Maybe we need to put a filter on our phone. Maybe we need to stay off social media for a bit. Maybe there's just certain people we need to avoid if possible. Setting some boundaries is one way that we have good, healthy self-responsibility. Learning what leads me to those choices, and then trying to change my pattern and do something different. That is healthy self-responsibility. Now, in any of these steps, while you're trying to do this thing, you can get tossed into this minefield of self-blame and start to feel hopeless and start to feel discouraged and like, this is just who I am. I just can't be any better. I just can't do any better. Let me tell you, God made you. I may not know you. I may not have ever met you, but I know the person that made you. I know Jesus, your creator, and I know he did not make you flawed. He did make all of us human, which is definitely not perfect. One of the things that we say at my house all the time is making mistakes is part of learning. Failing is part of learning. If you have struggled with that, if you tend to hit the identity self-blame quicker than you hit the healthy self-responsibility and work towards change, then I have a suggestion for you. Big Life Journal. They are an amazing organization, not faith-based if that's what you're looking for, but they've got a lot of really good material in here about growth mindset and how to learn kind of how you're made, honestly, to grow. that mistakes are part of learning, that you can do hard things, that your identity isn't in your behavior. Now, if you look at their website, I'll put the link in the description. Their books are mostly targeted towards children and teens. If you're an adult and you're over here, you can use this. So use the link below and check out their material. Get yourself a workbook or a journal or something that can help teach you some of these important lessons that will keep you out of the pit and that will keep you moving forward, learning and growing.